Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today, Scorpios, we're going to do a coffee cup message, and I've already pulled your oracle cards, and then I will be pulling the tarot live on camera. So we're going to get right into it. Let's see what your cup has. Oh, please remember this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, please give the video a thumbs up for me. That's all I ask. I don't have any ads on my channel. So a thumbs up helps it get going around YouTube. All right, let's see. This looks a little messy. I'll just show you before I pick it up. Looks a little watery, but you are a water sign, so oh my gosh, yeah, all splashy. Okay. All right. I'm expecting somebody to stop by and sand my driveway, so just so you know, I may have to pause the video so I can go pay them. Wow, look at that. Okay, lots of things on the rim, nothing really spilling over the rim, but the rim does have a lot of different shapes kind of going around. It's not just dots of the coffee grounds. I'm going to see if Spirit wants to share or help me discern. Okay, there's a bird. There's a dog on its back, like with its legs in the air, like rub my belly. There's a turkey with its full tail feathers extended. Thank you, Spirit, because I never would have been able to figure it out. There is two different kinds of birds. So there's a small, like a songbird, and then there's a bird, like a bird of prey. I don't know what all that means, but we'll have to see what comes out in the reading. Okay, and then, I mean, it's just more and more. There's two animals sitting on a branch. Wow. Okay, so your cup rim is full of animals, birds, things like that. All right, now let's start. Okay. I see a centaur. So this is like is a symbol for Sagittarius, the centaur. So maybe you have Sagittarius prominently in your birth chart, or you have a prominent Sagittarius in your life. That could be. I see a large forested section. Maybe you live near a lot of trees, like woods, forest, huge forested section. Looks like it would be in the north because it's a lot of pine trees. Not the type that you see in the south. I don't remember what kind those were called, but they're not like evergreen and fir. But anyway, so that would be like what? Washington, Colorado, Maine, New England, those kinds of places. Okay, I see like a poker table, like a card table with people around it playing cards. That can have a couple of meanings. It could just mean that you have a poker night with your friends and you really enjoy that. It could also mean that somebody is playing poker, like giving you a poker face, like they're maybe telling you one thing. They could be bluffing. Spirit has given me a lot of different things for that poker table. Maybe some of you just bought a poker table. It could be as simple as that. Sometimes it is, right? The reason I'm holding the cup up here is because it's just the placement of my arm. Sometimes my arm hurts when I lean it a certain way on the table. All right, sorry about that. I see somebody like chopping wood. Like I see an axe. Yeah, it's definitely an axe because it's bigger than a hatchet. Wood chopping. That would again be a cold climate place where people chop wood. But chopping wood is like a daily chore, like it's your everyday life, like the things that you need to do and get done, like it's a task type thing, right? Okay, let's see. I see a ram perfectly. I can see the front of the ram with both big, huge, ridged horns. So that's Aries. So maybe some of you Scorpios have Aries in your chart or a prominent Aries in your life. That's just They could be around you. Something in this message could have to do with that particular Aries. Or I'm sorry, that particular person who is an Aries. All right, let's see. What else? Lots and lots of... Okay, so I see like a pyramid shape, like a triangle shape. There's lots of people walking up there. And then it seems like they go up to the top and then they float straight out from it. What on earth, Spirit? Okay, let me tune into this. So Spirit is giving me the feeling like when you get to the peak, to the end, to the, you've finished something and you're at the peak, that's the floaty feeling that you get when you've accomplished something, when you finally got it done and you're just like, oh my gosh, that was so great. It's like you're there. So some of you are working on something that's been a steep climb, and when you get it done, it's almost like what they're showing me is somebody that just flops back on their bed, like arms wide open, just flops back. Like, okay, I finished finally. It could be anything. It could be final exams. It could be a project. It could be getting a loan. It's going to be different for everyone. Now I see what they're giving me the feeling of here is it's like a big, like a snow vehicle. It's lights lighting up where they're going. It's a snowy area. Could be Alaska. I don't feel any danger. I just feel like somebody really enjoys that, being out at night, like there's nobody else out. You've got your plow on, you've got your light, you're just kind of going through and everything is looking kind of magical. That's the feeling they're giving me. A magical feeling out snow plowing. Holy cow, some of these things. I see a big ham, like a spiral ham where the front of it is flat and it has a little round bone in it. So what does ham indicate? Prosperity and being able to, because spiral hams aren't cheap, right? So when you have a ham to serve, that's a big deal for most people. I mean, some people can afford it every day if they wanted it, but for most people, a spiral ham would be a special occasion. It would be money. I mean, some of them are $50 or $60, right? They're expensive, 70 even, I've seen them. So maybe that's not a lot for some of you. It would be for me. So a spiral ham being served. Now, when I step back, I actually see somebody bringing it there. It's like on a platter. So their feeling is, I'm feeding my family this beautiful meal, this special meal. It doesn't have to be a ham, but the feeling is there's a special meal being served. Everybody is there. I know we just finished the holidays, and I don't think we have anything coming up for a while. So I think Easter is the next one, isn't it? February, March, April. Yeah. So maybe there's something special happening. And ham is kind of a traditional thing for Easter for some people. So Easter could be a prominent time for you, Scorpios. Okay, now I'm going to hold it a little. Sometimes when I hold it back, I can see other things coming in. I see a leopard or a cheetah. The face just kind of there calmly, but that's indicative of big cat energy, right? Cheetahs are really swift, really fast. Leopards, and I'm talking about a spotted leopard. I know there are black leopards, but this, they always say a leopard can't change its spots. I don't know if that's really true because we all transform, right? But cheetah, leopard, big cat energy. All right, we're back at the poker table. Okay, I'm going to look at the bottom of the cup. Okay, bottom of the cup. What is that? I'm looking, it's like, you know how when you're tallying something and you make 4 lines and then 1 line through, that's a 5? That's what I'm seeing, clear as day. right down here. 4 tally marks and then slashing through to make 5. 5 could be important. 5s do mean change. I see a bumblebee, the black and yellow. Well, it's not black and yellow in here, but I see the black stripes. And bumblebee. Bumblebees are not harmful. Bumblebees, I don't believe they sting, but they spread pollen. They spread pollen so things can grow. That could be indicative of community, cooperation, collaboration, spreading wisdom, spreading knowledge, or spreading whatever you have, like becoming like that bee and spreading it around, sharing it. Okay, let's see. I don't really see anything else. Oh, football. So with the tally upside down, it's like the laces of a football now. So football could be important. It is, I mean, Super Bowl is coming up pretty soon. So that could be important for you. Wow, that was kind of different. Okay. Whoops. Oh my gosh, it's going everywhere. Spider, seahorse, there's a ridge right here. Ridge, spider, seahorse. Oh no, you know what? I think that's supposed to be an octopus, not a seahorse. I mean, not a spider, sorry. Seahorse, octopus. Okay, so sea, the ocean, underwater. Maybe it'll be a spider if I look at it the other way, because that was the first thing that I heard. But then as I was looking at it, it was like, no, that's an octopus, that big bulbous head. Octopus, seahorse, ridge. Okay, let's see. Whoops, let me get that drip off there. There's something about something is snowballing. So you see this looks like a person here, and it looks like he's having some action. Small ball, and it gets to this big ball. Like it's something is having a snowball effect. So that can mean that something that started off as really small or a very small issue snowballs into something big, which, you know, that's not necessarily what we want, right? Whoops, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, the snowballing of something, an issue, a thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be something bad, but typically when we say, well, that just snowballed really fast, it means, it doesn't necessarily mean anything good. So there may be something that comes up. Maybe you have like a drippy faucet and then that snowballs into, oh shoot, you know, we got to replace the faucet and all the plumbing and the trap and little, you know, that's an example of a snowballing. I'm not saying that's what it is for you or I'm getting that message or anything. I'm just saying that snowball effect. Okay. No, I would say that's definitely an octopus. It doesn't look like a spider when I'm looking at it at a different angle. So I got it wrong in the beginning. Sorry. Okay. Or I think I did. So they're telling me full moon, full moon, full moon. This is up there. So I don't remember when the full moon is. I think it's the 18th of this month, but look it up. Maybe not. Maybe it's not until February. I think we already have the full moon in January? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Look that up. Full moon may be important. This is a person who's blowing a trumpet, you know, like, what is it in the morning? It's reveille in the morning and then taps at night. So there could be some military significance for you because that's definitely what I'm feeling with this is that revelry and taps, beginning and ending, morning and night, something military involved. Okay, what's this? This right here looks like Amtrak. I was going to say train, but they gave me Amtrak. So some of you may be planning a trip. Some of you may commute on Amtrak, but there's something to do with Amtrak. And then we come to this scene. This is like it's like a forest, and then there's like a ridge here in front of it. I don't know if that's what somebody is looking out and that's what they see, like a ridge and the trees behind. But that's what they're giving me for that. The first thing I saw was that ridge when I emptied the liquid. Okay, so we're back to the beginning. So something snowballing. Octopus, seahorse, ridge with a scene behind it. Amtrak, the moon, the full moon, the bugler, the military reference there. Wow. Okay. And don't forget about the rim, all those. I would have to rewatch that because I definitely can't remember all that. All right, so you have some interesting oracle cards. As you can see, you have green light, red light. So when I pulled those cards, I was like, how am I supposed to give them a message about this? But I know they elaborated, so I know what they want me to say. All right, so I use the Divine Masters oracle cards for your overview, and this is Thoth. Some people say Thoth, Toth, whatever it is. Divine magic, my Scorpios. Divine magic. The teacher awakens. The student becomes the master. Wow. The powers of heaven and earth are uniting at this time, putting the power of creation into your hands. Whatever you set out to do, you will do. You are in a vortex of manifestation. All of the lessons of the past have given you a better understanding of what will be the best for your highest good and truth. You are a magical being who deserves to have a magical something. You are a magical being who deserves to have a magical life. Believe in who you are and call in all you need and more. You are no longer the student, you are the teacher. Take everything you have learned and put it to use. Your life will never feel complete or fulfilled until you share what you have experienced during this incarnation. There are lessons to be learned from the events of your life that will be great gifts to those who receive them. Wow. So the student becomes the teacher, Scorpios. I love that for you. All right. Now, red light, green light. Okay. So we have 28, which is a 10. That is the completion of something and the beginning of something new. You have looked to the left and looked to the right. No obstacles can be seen. You are now directed to go forward. Now you must proceed. So, with something you need to proceed, the time to start is now. Then you have 29, red light. That's an 11. 11 energy is very magical energy. It's a master number. Stop. Don't go there. Come straight to a halt. This is a time to take heed. After cooling one's heels, a person may see this delay is just what they need. So what Spirit gave me, because I had these two cards here and I was like, Spirit, really? I mean, come on, guides. What am I doing with this? So this is what they said. You're going to start a project, right? Or start a new job. You're going to start something and you're going to get it started. And then you need to stop and take stock and look at what you're doing to plan how you're going to go forward with that. So what's an example of that? Let's say you have a business and you need to get your website up and running. You get your website up and running, but before you publish it, you need to stop and make sure all the links work. Okay, that's an example. Let's say you have the green light to buy a new car. You've got your money, you've got your approval. You've got that, you've got the green light, but you need to test drive and research everything before you purchase the car. So that's kind of what this message is. It's about, yes, you have the green light to go forward, but more research may be needed. You may need to look into it a little bit more before you pull the trigger or before you go further. Okay, so that's what that means. Sorry. My ring camera just went off, and remember I told you I was waiting for that Sandy guy. Oh, no, that's the mailman. All right. False alarm. I think the mailman is scared to get stuck by the mailbox. I really need this guy that said he was going to come back and sand. Oh, no, you know what? That wasn't you. That was on. Oh, yeah, I did. Jeez. He said he had to go to the town garage and fill up his sander, but I'm like, that was like 40 minutes ago, and the town garage is only about 8 minutes away from here, so I'm worried that maybe he just said he was going to come back and do it, and he's not going to. Oh well. All right, Scorpios. All right, let's see what the tarot has for your message. Here comes Frankie Kitty. What are you doing, baby? Don't step on the keyboard. The Hermit. Okay, Virgo energy, Earth energy, tuning into your gut, so that the lantern can light your path. So when you tune into your gut, that's your best compass, right? So tuning in tells you where to go from here. And that red light, that green light, red light is indicative of that. Wow, 10 of Cups. Happy, happy, happy. 6 of Pentacles. You need to look into your finances and see where your money's going. What you think your money is going to, it may not be going there. So you need to take a look. Take a look at your 401k, your savings, your automatic payments. Something is amiss there. So, whoops, take a look at that and see if, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's a good money card. So, what you think you have, you may not have. The 9 of Pentacles is generational wealth, and that's coming after the 6 of Pentacles. So in order to have that, you're going to have to make sure everything is in order. There's something's going on there with either your automatic payments, your 401k investments, your saving. I don't know. There's something. I'm just getting that strongly right now, Scorpios. Maybe, when people have automatic deposit, sometimes they don't look at their check stubs. And sometimes there are mistakes. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning in your favor. Wow. Nice. That's the feeling I got from that card. 7 of Pentacles, deciding what you're going to do with your money. All right, Scorpios, let's take these in the order. This is really, really positive. Really positive. All right. The Hermit, Virgo energy. This is a 9. So you have 2 9s in your reading. And this is going and taking some time out so that your guides can light the way for you so you know which way to go. And this goes right along with the red light, green light, right? Or green light. Why do I keep saying it like that? Green light, red light, lantern. Something needs to show you before you take off. And that's kind of what we said. You may have the green light to go forward, but you need to stop and kind of figure some things out before you sign on the dotted line. 10 of Cups. 10s are completion and then new beginnings. And this is happiness. This is the comfort and joy card, I call it. It's these 2 women. They're sitting there. They're eating, snacking, they're crocheting or something. They've got their baskets, the animals, the modest house behind, the butterflies, bees, cups, rainbows, greenery. This is happiness. That is pure happiness on that card. 6 of Pentacles, I already discussed. He's balancing things out and he thinks he's paying certain things, but they're missing. The hands are not catching them. So, Scorpios, you need to check out all of those things I mentioned. Okay. 9 of Pentacles, this is generational wealth, and 9s are accomplishment, right? This is your second 9. Look where she is. She has her beautiful falcon. She has that gilded gazebo, all that greenery, the flowers, everything, her gown, everything is beautiful. But in order to keep it that way, you need to look at your finance. You need to make sure that you don't lose what you've already built, what you've already saved, okay? Make sure your investments are in order. Then you have, this is a second 10, right? Yeah, 10, Wheel of Fortune. This can be Sagittarius energy, but more about the wheel turning, right? The wheel is always turning. Things are always changing, right? So, and I do want to point out, you do have a moon. I'm pretty, oh no, that's the earth. Sorry. So you do want to make sure that you're keeping track of your investments, your savings, your money, your payments, and all of that. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, this is everything you've created. It's similar to her, she has all of her pentacles that she's created, but these pentacles are up there, and she is trying to decide which one she wants to use, how much she wants to spend, how much she wants to invest. This goes right along with my message or Spirit's message to you about the Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Figure out how much you can spend, how much you need to save, what you need to invest. Wow. Clear messages on the tarot right there. Very clear. You are in a happy, comfortable spot, or if you're not there yet, that's where you're headed, right? Wheels are always turning with those investments. Money is energy. It needs to flow in and out. When we hoard money and we don't invest it or spend it or do something with it, it stagnates. Now, obviously, yeah, we want to have some amount saved, right? But we still need to, use it for investing and having fun and, paying bills, of course. Money is energy in, energy out, and we always want it to be flowing. All right, so from the Animal Oracle, you have Polar Bear Mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Could be that red light, right? Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. I love this card. It is so beautiful with those polar bears, right? It's very Inuit-like. But this is also reminiscent of the Thoth card, Divine Magic and Mystic. So Scorpios, you have everything you need to create all of that beauty in your life, but you do need to check in on your finances. And don't forget about all those messages in the coffee cup. Please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.